you know what I think? You know, social media to me, it's a way that you can get a hold of your fans like you never could before. And I'm not probably the greatest at it, but I'm learning as I go, and that's part of it too. You know, one great thing about you is like you're on Twitter. You know, and it ain't everybody in the world that gets really the privilege to sit with you and just hang out and get to know you like I have. But you got all these millions of fans. Something like Twitter, I follow you on Twitter. So anytime you put a message out, I see it. And I feel like I'm hearing from Gary Busey, you know, every time you do that.
That's right.
I know for me, I do the same thing. And tonight we were watching Celebrity Apprentice. Twitter was going crazy. Everybody on there talking. And it causes a network to happen of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people.
The communication of emotions. The communication of emotions and mentality come with the Twitters. And it's also what the person who twits is going through at the time.
I'm a twit, you're a twit.
I know, but you know what twit means? Sorry. You know what twit means? A twit is a baby goldfish.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's what a twit is.
I didn't know that. Between your website, between Twitter, between all the things you can hit now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Unlike, I mean, you can't sign enough autographs to hit that many people because there's just millions of people that can access you.
And the ability to communicate with everyone with this new technology is a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise because everyone gets to hear your heart.
You know, the one thing for me that I don't like getting, if it's on Twitter or it's on an e-blast or whatever it is, I don't like somebody just with this homogenized message of buy this or, you know, trying to sell me something with no soul around it.
Yep.
And it's okay for somebody to, I mean, you got to sell your stuff. I mean, you got to get people to a movie. I got to sell a record. You know, you have to do that. But I think the tightrope you're walking is have personal connection with the people that you're talking to out there in social media. You tell them personal stuff like Gary Busey is sitting in my house right now. We're having cigars. And people are going, hey, look at this. Gary Busey and John Rich are having cigars. And they become like your friends out there in this world of social networking. And then when it's time to sell a record or this or that, you go, by the way, all my friends out there, we got a new record out, or Gary's got a new movie out, or whatever. I follow Gary. I follow
John Rich.
I'm following Little John. I'm following... it's like Star Jones tweets a lot about. Sometimes you unfollow people. They got that little feature you can unfollow somebody, and that's the worst thing. You don't want somebody to unfollow you. The only reason I've ever unfollowed somebody is because they're just wearing me out with stuff that I don't care about and that's not engaging me at all. So, you know, you got to be careful. I think if you got more tweets than followers, you're tweeting too much. That's what I think.
Yeah, don't get addicted to tweet.
Yeah.
The tweeter will get limp.
Don't be. Well, you know, there's this guy. I think I told you about him, but there's this guy. He's a sheetrock hanger down in Duck Springs, Alabama, which is in the middle of nowhere. And he put one song up on MySpace. One song. The guy, he lives in a trailer, got a young wife, a 2-year-old daughter. Put one song that he wrote on his lunch break up on MySpace.
Wow.
And we ran across him, and he was great. And so we reached out to him. His name's Bradley Gaskin. Reached out to him, said, "Hey man, you're really great. Come to Nashville and sing this for us." And he did. And the guy got this huge record deal, and this week is in the top 40 at country radio. So he went, and that was all due to MySpace and due to social networking, and hit just one song, because the whole world can hear that song when you put it up. It's
Will the circle be unbroken in the sky, Lord, and by? Will the circle be unbroken in the sky, Lord, in the sky?
And sing.